Prabhakar for more on the story. Prabhakar, how significant would you say is this moment in the history of the state?
Very, very significant, because Hemant Soren is here being sworn in as the Chief Minister of Jharkhand after having won a very, very tough battle. So we saw that battle. It was a very high-pitched battle in Jharkhand, and the narratives on the ground were floated by BJP, by NDA, the narratives regarding the tribal issues, the narrative regarding the illegal immigration, and also the women issues. So these were the issues on which the elections were fought. Both the sides actually put their best foot forward, and it was a tough battle which Hemant Soren has won. So credit goes to him, and it's primarily because he was able to not only retain the tribal vote bank, which happens to be the core vote base of Jharkhand Mukti Morcha as a political party, but also the women voters. They threw their weight behind Hemant Soren and JMM as a political party, and that actually helped him sail through. So it's a very significant win, and I would say Hemant Soren would be all smiles today. And as we were talking about his cabinet expansion, so that has been delayed because Congress has to induct 4 cabinet ministers in this cabinet. 6 comes from JMM and 1 from RJD. Now, the names of the ministers of the Congress, that has actually been not decided yet by the Congress High Command, and that is what is delaying the expansion of the cabinet. Our sources are confirming to us that most of the MLAs of the Congress who have won this particular elections, 16 of them, they are all lobbying there in Delhi, trying to get their names included in the cabinet list, and that is what is delaying. So once the cabinet finalizes the list, the Congress finalizes the list, then the cabinet expansion would happen, and that would be another ceremony at the Raj Bhavan.
Right. Prabhakar, would you say, I mean, talking about the significance of this moment, the fact that, you know, there were raids on him, he went to jail, came back, once again got reinstated as the Chief Minister. It was not just the battle against the agencies he won, but a battle of perception in the state that he had to fight as well, and having fought and won that also makes this a significant win?
Yeah, exactly. And as we were there on the ground when this entire battle was going on in Jharkhand, what I believe that it's actually sending Hemant Soren behind bars actually worked for him. And the tribal voters who are a substantial chunk there in Jharkhand, they believed, and the JMM actually made them believe, that it is basically because he was a tribal guy, he was the only tribal chief minister at that particular time. So that was the reason why BJP was targeting him, and he was victimized for being a tribal leader, and he was sent behind bars. So there was a sympathy for him, and that actually worked on the ground. And we saw that how the BJP was working very hard actually to dent into his tribal vote bank by floating the narrative of the illegal immigrants, how JMM was trying to help them settle in Jharkhand, and the way they were eating into the resources meant for the tribals. But that somehow did not work for BJP. And the sympathy for Hemant Soren, for JMM, actually kind of worked in his favor. And that's the reason why the substantial chunk of the tribal voters remained intact with JMM, and that actually helped him sail through. And also not to forget the women voters. They are almost 50% of the voter of the voting population as anywhere else. And they were given this Maiya Samman Yojana by JMM, where 1,000 rupees monthly stipend is being given into their accounts. 4 installments have already reached them. So they stood with the party, because here was a government which actually was paying them 1,000 rupees a month, and had promised that if they are voted back to power, that the stipend of 1,000 rupees a month would be increased to 2,500 rupees. Now that Hemant is back, so I think very soon that announcement would come through. He has already passed that in the cabinet, that the monthly stipend under Maiya Samman Yojana would be increased from 1,000 rupees to 2,500 rupees. So these were the 2 major chunks, the tribals and the women, who actually stood with him in this fierce political battle which was fought in Jharkhand. And so this victory is very, very significant and important, not only for Hemant but for JMM as well. Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much, Prabhakar, for getting us that story. It's a significant moment in the history of Jharkhand. Well, Hemant Soren there on your screen, having been voted back to power, takes oath of office, becomes the 14th Chief Minister of Jharkhand, and for the 4th time he has taken oath as the CM of the state.